Alchemy and witchcraft are not really that different. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome back. So great to see you all. Thank you for sharing us and coming back. And if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, we're www.yeyeo, and we're a spiritual and wellness supplier, which is why I do videos about all things spiritual. And I'm Elemi. I want to shout out all my people from Egypt. Woo! Welcome. Today's video is about witchcraft and alchemy and what's the difference, and if they're the same, how we can use them to our best benefit. So let's get started. This is our new cut and clear candle that we distribute for Spirit and You. You want to try this candle. It is fantastic to cut away problems and bring new opportunities forward. Cut and clear. Try it. So I used to wonder what was the difference between alchemy and witchcraft, sorcery, all those different words. And so I thought, let's turn it into a video. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's curious about these words. So I thought that I'd start with alchemy because that word, I think that a lot of times we're not really sure what it kind of really means. And I think that people kind of throw it in the witchcraft category. And so, yes, there's a lot of commonalities, but there are some differences. So the word alchemy really came about from a scientific perspective in terms of using formulas, using different kinds of works around transmuting or transforming metals into different objects or putting different compounds together to turn it into something else. Not necessarily for spell casting per se. In addition to, that term was really used around making elixirs, whether it be with herbs, different liquids, things like that. And so I do think that maybe that's one of the places or one of the areas that alchemy and witchcraft kind of come together or meet. And the other one is kind of this idea of being very philosophical, talking about all these different philosophical ideas around magic and manifestation and all of this kind of thing. But I will say that alchemy and witchcraft share that those two words or those two ideologies share some commonalities, right? One is utilizing things from nature to manifest a change with intention, right? So using these two things from nature, putting it together with a very specific intention behind it. I have to say that's definitely an area where they meet. Another area where they meet is with this idea of making brews and potions to do something, whether it be for improved health, which it would be on the alchemy side, or to make some magical thing happen. On the witchcraft side, right, it could be around doing something to manifest a change, whether it be for breakthrough, for open roads, for hexing, for bringing, for blessing. And so again, they're very kind of similar, if you hear that, with some slight differences. And so I thought about these words and was like, oh, well, alchemy, what does that really mean? And so alchemy, the word actually comes from an Arabic word that has kind of taken on a new meaning through the Greek language to mean a person who deals with the art of transmuting metals, right? And so if you listen to that part, it really speaks to this idea that's a little bit more formal, a little bit more analytical, versus witchcraft. The word witchcraft came through this idea of the witch, right? An old English term. And the word Wicca, fun fact, really deals with the male, right? The male person who is a person who practices sorcery, versus a W-I-C-C-E, not an A, is a female. Like, who would have known that? Like, there's no way. I was like, I'm so glad I looked this up. So this idea of males practicing sorcery is where this term Wicca, witchcraft, came from, right? And so if we think about this idea of sorcery, sorcery is thought of as spellcasting, divination, right? Using different tools to divine or to prophesize future or happenings in the world or in a person's life. In addition to herbalism. And so if we know that herbs are being used in alchemy and herbs are being used in witchcraft, and both of them are about intention, and both of them are about this taking these things from nature, putting them together to manifest a change with intention, I kind of feel like they share the same bed. I feel like they're kind of the same thing, because in my house, we say intention is the essence of magic. So if it's all about your intention, you know, some people say, oh, well, witchcraft can be positive or negative. If you'd like me to do a video on positive and negative witchcraft, definitely comment below, whether it be white or dark, you know, all these different terms, the different types of witchcraft. Definitely comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this subject today. So I just want to share with you, these two things are one and the same in a lot of ways, especially now in modern day. And so for people who call themselves one or the other, definitely know that these terms are definitely shared. One has a different historical context than the other, but in modern day, it's all about how you use it, what's your intention, what are you manifesting, and whether or not it's successful. And so I hope this video was helpful to give you some ideas about these terms that are being used. And I want to share with you, when we talk about witchcraft, this is a wonderful, wonderful item to use when you are manifesting a change, when you're wanting to make a breakthrough, if you're doing work for open roads, if you're doing work to clear the way. And this is a cut and clear candle that we carry here at yeyeo.com, Yeyeo Botanica. Try it. It's going to manifest a change for you. And see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe.